I know when I'm sport touring, I'm in a hurry, but I don't know if I'm in this big a hurry. It's the new Ninja H2 SX. This one's supercharged. Air goes in there, goes out the back. It's got the new variable vane supercharger, which I guess is gonna, I don't know what it's gonna do. We'll have to find out more. So we're basically taking the most insane and practical motorcycle, exotic motorcycle ever mass produced, and making a practical sport tour out of it. Piston, cylinder head, cylinder, crankshaft, camshafts, throttle bodies are all new in the 998cc inline 4, but the supercharger impeller is the same size as on the H2 with blades angled differently. Variable supercharger. The intake chamber was reshaped for higher efficiency. The engine's also supposed to run cooler than the H2, which will allow for a larger fairing for improved wind protection for sport touring. And it's also supposed to be quieter with less airflow. It also has a smaller exhaust, which should lose 6.6 pounds, Kawasaki says. These changes are all good, they say, for thermal and fuel efficiency. They didn't release any specific fuel economy figures, but they say it'll do a lot better than the H2, closer to the Ninja 1000 versus 1000 in terms of fuel consumption, which is important for sport touring. In spite of all that, in spite of maybe not quite so much power as the real H2, they still say it's going to have 197.3 horsepower at 11,000 RPM and 101.3 pound-feet of torque at 9,500. So that ought to be enough for most people. The gear ratios are also new, optimized for sport touring instead of drag racing with a taller first and second gear. An assist slip clutch is going to reduce lever pull. The H2 SX's trellis frame is modified slightly from the original to accommodate the added weight of a passenger and packed bags. The chassis is supposed to be more rigid. The wheelbase is an inch longer. And Kawasaki says it can now support a payload of 430 pounds instead of the 231-pound payload of the regular H2. Ergonomics, we're told, less upright than the Ninja 1000, less aggressive than ZX14R, with a more relaxed bend to the elbows and knees. The standard comfort seat is going to give you a relaxed knee bend and thicker cushioning. And there's a lower seat option that will drop it from 32.9 inches to 32.3. The IMU-equipped H2 SX has a number of electronic aids, including 3 engine modes, traction control, wheelie control, anti-lock brakes, and wait for it, a first for Kawasaki, electronic cruise control, ladies and gentlemen. Front suspension's a fully adjustable 43mm fork. Rear suspension's the same fully adjustable KYB monoshock with piggyback reservoir as the H2. LED head and tail lights and an LCD display are the least Kawasaki can do in this price range. But there's also going to be an SE version that'll add launch control, quick shifter, lean angle sensitive LED cornering lights, and a color TFT screen. That's going to be available in metallic carbon gray, while the SE version is going to be in the emerald blaze green metallic Diablo black. So it's undetermined if this is coming to the US or not. Certainly hope it is, and if it is, we'll get to it first. I hope. Read more about it on Motorcycle.com as the news comes out.